So obviously, frustrating start to the second half. I thought that was the turning point in the game. They came out, scored 17 points in the first about 5.5 minutes of that first half, and I thought that was really the turning point. They executed some offense really well. We ended up being behind, unfortunately, on too many possessions that allowed them to, build their lead, and then we weren't able to kind of cut into it. I thought we had some chances at times. I thought we had some good looks offensively that we didn't make. And Terrell Brown, I thought, was really the difference in the game. His ability to protect the rim, make it hard for our guys to finish in around the basket, I thought was, really had a huge impact on us offensively.
You said this morning on the radio that it hadn't quite hit you yet, that, the game tonight, beginning of a new era in this arena. What was it like when it did hit you a couple seconds before tip, and just how special is this night for the university, for it all to finally come to fruition after it's been so long?
It was brief, because once the ball goes up, you got to do your job and start trying to coach and make decisions. But I thought the environment was really cool. I thought our students came out and supported the way we would love them to support all the time. I think this could become a great home court for us if we can get the campus and community support that I think these guys deserve. I think it was a fun environment for them to come and cheer and be connected as a university community, and I think that's something we got to build upon. Obviously, there's a great source of pride, being able to be in this building finally. A lot of people that were at the game tonight had huge hands in this happening, and it was great to see all of them come out and support. I wish we would have been able to play a little bit better in the second half to really cap the evening off properly, but we got to continue to learn.
How tough has it been to balance the pageantry and the excitement around this game with focusing on what's happening on the court and getting your guys developed over the course of the early part of the season?
Yeah, it's not easy. I mean, I think we've had 3 games in the last 5 days, and then we'll have 2 more this weekend, and I'd like to have some practices. It'd be nice to be able to have a couple practices where you can really break some stuff down, get after some stuff. I mean, you're trying to teach on the fly at times through film and quick short practices because you got a game coming up, and so it's it can be a challenge. We have some guys I think that have shown some flashes of really good stuff, but some of the details and some of the connectivity take some time to build. And then obviously as you're gearing up for this game, you're in more meetings about the pregame, postgame, receptions and different things like that, and you're trying to stay focused on the task at hand, which is the game. And I thought our guys did a good job of kind of staying focused on that. And I think obviously saw some real positives from them in the first half. We just weren't able to sustain it.
I know it's really frustrating for you to lose this game, being the inaugural here at the UPMC Events Center, than the first 2 games of the season. But what does a loss do to help a team, let alone the fact that they have yet to win a game after 3 this season?
Yeah, we knew the beginning of our schedule would be really challenging. Obviously going on the road to Marshall and to Notre Dame, coming home here to Pitt, we knew there would be hard games for us, and they can be beneficial if you learn the lessons from them. They can be beneficial if that motivates and drives guys to do more. I said to them all, tomorrow we have an off day, but it's your choice to do what you want to do with it. Are you going to come in and watch film? Are you coming in and figure some stuff out? Does this stuff drive you to try and improve, to understand what the game plan is better, to understand the formula better? And so that stuff has to drive you, and the more you put into it, the more you get out. And we'll see here in the next couple of days, who it bothers.
How did you try to approach defending their backcourt, particularly McGowan's? He struggled in the first couple games this season. He really turned the page tonight. And what do you think he did that gave you guys problems?
Just straight line drove us, really. I mean, right-hand drive. We know that him and X are great one-on-one players. We talked a ton about one-on-one defense at the end of shot clocks would be imperative for us. And especially with Trey, he continued to get downhill to his right hand, and we weren't able, to try and either get him out of the lane or get help over quick enough. And obviously as the game's going on, you just continue to see number 2 going down the lane, and trying to figure it out and communicate to guys better ways to keep him out. We try to go under some ball screens, we try to give a little space, and he makes a 3, and that 3 made it was a tough 3 and kind of kills your your momentum a little bit. You're trying to keep him out of the lane, and then he makes a three. So, you know, we know they're hard guards. Obviously, they had, you know, great, you know, freshman seasons, and you know, we knew they would be huge in impacting the ability for us to win or lose. And I think, you know, Trey and Terrell Brown were really the big differences in the game.
Is there a way you can bottle this environment and find a way to get it to be a sustained thing for every home game that you guys have had? How do you guys maybe sort of build off of this as an environment and as a tool?
Yeah, I mean, I hope people liked coming to the building, that they enjoyed the experience that they had fun. You know, I think that that's something that, you know, our student body and some of the people here around the community, you know, you hope that they, you know, appreciate it and realize how close this is to them, and, you know, they can come over and watch high-level competitive basketball and, you know, have fun while they're doing it. And it's going to be a concerted effort, you know, across the community, across the campus, you know, to try and make sure that people are coming here, and then hopefully it'll become something that is a habit. And you know, if we can put a good product on the floor and, you know, provide them with some highlights and some wins, then, you know, maybe that stuff continues to grow.
Any questions? Good. That's good.